recursive language and recursive enumerable language. What is the difference, and what is the first of all the only definition? So the definition of the recursive language is the language, listen carefully, the language is said to be recursive language. The language is said to be recursive language. Listen, if there exists a Turing machine that accept all the strings that are in the language, and that will reject all the strings that are not in the language, that is called not in the language. Indirectly, can I say that all the valid strings, indirectly I can say that all the valid strings should accept, all the valid strings should accept, and all the invalid strings should reject. This type of language, if you construct the Turing machine, that language is called a recursive language. Its definition is same like as a DFA and NFA. In this, if you just compare that, every valid string has to be accepted and every invalid string should reject. So that is a simple definition of the recursive language. Every valid string, I can say simply, every valid string should accept and every invalid string should reject. So this is a simple recursive language. And the next one is recursive enumerable language. The recursive enumerable language is telling that the language, it's like a same definition. The language is said to be recursive enumerable language if there exists a Turing machine, such that every there exists a Turing machine that accept all the strings that are in the language and that reject all the strings that are not in the language, but the condition is the strings that are not in the language, listen this point, the strings that are not in the language, the Turing machine may or may not halt. The Turing machine may or may not halt. Example, so you take the suppose I will give the string is accepted, and if it is going to the non-final halt, the string is rejected. See, it's the same like a DFA and NFA. So in this recursive enumerable language, so every valid string is accepted, invalid string may or may not process, but if you are processing, it has to be rejected. So here also recursive enumerable language, all those things that are in the language, it has to be accepted. All those things that are not in the language, the strings that are not in the language may or may not halt. Remember these 2 points. These are the 2 points, may or may not halt. The strings that are not in the language may or may not halt. So this is nothing but the recursive enumerable language. And the recursive language, this is a recursive enumerable language. Now we understood that a recursive language and recursive enumerable language. In this recursive language, it is simply, I can say, it's like a DFA. That means simply all the strings that are in the valid string should be accepted, invalid string should be rejected. That means it's a complete system. So that recursive language, a language is recursive, the language is recursive, then the language is recursive then its complement. What is the complement of this recursive language? The complement of the recursive language is also a, if the language is recursive, then L complement is also a recursive. The language L is recursive because it's a complete system. The language is recursive, then its complement is also a recursive. This is important for the competitive examinations. But whereas in the recursive enumerable language, if it is a L is a recursive enumerable language, L complement need not be a recursive enumerable language. Many times they have asked in the gate. So this is what the difference between the recursive language and recursive enumerable language. And one more thing, every recursive language is a recursive enumerable language. Every recursive language is a recursive enumerable language. Every recursive language is recursive enumerable language. Recursive enumerable language, but converse need not be true. Every recursive enumerable language need not be a recursive language.